So, hey everybody, I'm back. As promised, I'm going to do a final review on the curly hair that I purchased this past summer from the Chinese vendor. I know I've been getting a lot of requests and like updates for that hair, but if you guys been watching, I did cut my hair, so that's why you haven't seen it. But I did promise I will do a final review. I purchased the hair back in August from a Chinese vendor. I will put the link to the Chinese vendor in the description bar. And I will also put the link to my initial review of the hair in the description bar. But yeah, 3 bundles of hair of 18 inches and a 16-inch closure. And I paid about maybe like $260 for the hair for 3 bundles and the closure. Now the hair is not virgin. It was not virgin because I had them process it to the curl pattern that I want. I sent her a picture of the curl pattern that I wanted, and she gave me the curl pattern. So I wore the hair for about 4 to 5 weeks, and I had it sewn in. I wore the closure maybe for 2 weeks, but I did not like the closure, so I ended up taking the closure out and just filling in the remainder space because it was a sew-in. So I just filled in the remainder space with just tracks of the hair. So this is the hair now. I did not throw the hair away. I still have it. I'm saving it because I'm going to sew it onto a cap, and eventually I'll whenever I want to weave again, I'll install it in my head. But this is the hair. This is not even a full bundle. I just took a piece and I co-washed it for you guys so you guys could be able to see. But this is the hair. This is the curl pattern of the hair. And yeah, so I have this, and I also, this is the hair how it looked like after, well, not how it looked right after I took it out, but I did not co-wash this. It's still dirty from the last time I had it installed, and I just detangled it like on dry hair, and so this is what that hair looks like. So yeah, this is just kind of like 2 views of the hair. So I'll start with the pros of the hair. One pro that I have of this hair is that it is really pretty. The curl pattern was gorgeous, and it was the curl pattern that I wanted. So yeah, I got a lot of compliments on the hair, and like I said, the curl pattern was what I wanted because often, I know for me, when I look for curly hair, I like more of a spiral curl than more of a wavy curl. So it was custom. I was able to get it. I was able to get exactly what I wanted. So that's my first pro. My second pro is the pricing. Like I said, I got 3 bundles and a closure for $260. That is a really good deal. So yeah. Another pro was that I didn't have much shedding. As well, I will say the only time I experienced shedding was detangling the hair, but other than that, I didn't experience too much shedding. So yeah, it's not like when you're sitting, some hair when you're sitting down it's just shedding automatically. The only time I experienced shedding was when I was actually combing it or something or detangling it. That was the only time I experienced a heavy amount of shedding. So the thing that I did not like about this hair, well, I don't want to say I didn't like about it, but it's high maintenance. That was one of the reasons why I took it down and ended up cutting my hair, because it is extremely high maintenance, especially if it's worn as a sew-in. For this hair, I would definitely suggest it being sewn onto a cap and something that you can take off your head at night and then put on in the morning, because sleeping with it, yeah, it's very high maintenance. This is not hair that you can wake up in the morning and get up and go, because you can't do that. Every day, I feel like every morning I had to at least spray it. I used water and like a little bit of conditioner or leave-in conditioner in a spray bottle, and I would kind of spray it, detangle any parts that needed to be detangled, and kind of scrunch it up and go. As far as tangling goes, I mean, it is curly hair, so you can expect for it to get tangled. It wasn't like excessive tangling where, you know, I have patches of matted hair, but I think, like I said, it goes back to it being sewn on my head, and yeah, it goes back to it being sewn on my head and not being, and just tying it down, and, you know, curls get stuck and you kind of gotta fluff it out. So I feel like that was part of the tangling as well. And then another thing I did not like about the hair was the frizziness. I mean, I know it's curly hair again and it's gonna get frizzy, but I like my hair to be big, but I still want my curls to be defined. So I struggled with that with the hair. So like how it is right now, you see how it's not that much frizzy right now. You see some frizzy spots, but yeah, it's because I just been letting it dry and I didn't touch it. But when it's on my head and after I co-wash it and let it dry, you know, if I didn't touch it, the curls would be fine, but it would be flat. So if I wanted to fluff it out, you know, I kind of had to mess with it a little bit, and then that would cause frizziness. One thing I did use to kind of help with the frizziness is this right here. It is olive oil moisturizing hair lotion. I found this at my mom's house and she didn't use it, and basically when the hair was wet, I would put a little bit of this on my hand and you know, kind of scrunch it up, and it didn't make the hair hard or anything, but it did help with some of the frizziness. The only issue with this is you can't do it too much because this can be really heavy on your hair. So those were just some of my cons, being the frizziness and it tangling some, and it being just super high maintenance. But yeah, as far as the closure goes, their closures from this Chinese vendor, they're okay. They're not the I don't know. This was my first closure, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, because I have installed closures before. And my closure, the curl pattern changed. I mean, this hasn't been washed or anything, but the curl pattern loosened up a lot on the closure, so I didn't really care for the closure that much either. The hair, I only straightened the hair once. Like I said, I only had it installed for like 4 to 5 weeks. So I only straightened it once, and I wore it straight for like 2 days. The hair straightened okay. I put a picture. I didn't have that many pictures because I didn't really wear it. I straightened it to go out, and it wasn't that it didn't get straight, but it was because I had so much hair on my head. I had almost all 3 of the bundles in my hair. So 3 bundles of curly hair, which is naturally kind of full. When it was straight, it didn't look right. So after I straightened it, I put flexi rods in it. The flexi rods didn't set like I wanted them to, so I ended up kind of pulling it up, and I only have one picture of that, which I'll show you guys. But as far as straightening goes, this is not hair to be straightened. This is definitely hair just to be worn curly and big. Overall, I enjoyed the hair. It's pretty hair, curly hair. Like I said, I'm gonna put this on a cap, so if I do want to install it, I could put it on my hair and take it off. But yeah, I have no major, like, it's not horrible hair that I wouldn't suggest anyone getting it. Just if you were to order this hair, just know that it's super high maintenance. So yeah, I hope I answered enough questions for you guys. If you have any more questions, leave them below and I will try to answer it. Other than that, I will post pictures at the end, and I will see you all next video. Bye.